The sounds of ink casually dripping from the old and rusted pipes echoed through the halls of the old abandoned studio. Thick layers of dust rested upon the surfaces of the worn-out furniture. The posters from 30 years prior were peeling off the walls, as the walls themselves were not as strong as they used to be, and were developing giant gaping holes, large enough to fit a person inside. Benny has gotten used to the rotten state of this place by now, knowing full well that there is nothing to be done about it. As he walked through the halls of what he called home, the sound slushing of ink under his feet filled his ears. His long claws that have long ripped through his white tight-fit little gloves ran across the walls, creating an eerie, disturbing sound. Even with the thick layer of ink covering his eyes, Bendy could still make it around the studio blindly. He had tried to wipe it away countless times before, only to fall in the end with it, oozing down his face once more. Many good and old memories were flashing through Bendy's mind in a blur, all of them being before everything went to hell. His creator had betrayed him. His best friend was dead, and she was gone. He did not know what happened to Alice, but what he did know was that she wasn't here anymore. Bendy was now alone, has been alone for quite some time now. Due to his now very tall and lanky height, he could now reach high places. One of these places he keeps a spare photo album full of the memories of the time before everything happened. Bendy has gently opened the book to the first page, and he slowly sat on the floor and looked at the pictures, carefully wiping away from some ink from his left eye, and looking down at his lap, even through a smile was permanently plastered upon his face. On the inside, he was screaming in anger. He wanted everything to go back to the way it was. With each page he turned, more anger dwelled within him. His ink-stained hands gripped tightly on the old dusted album. More ink poured down his face, over his left eye once again. It slowly dropped onto the page of the book, staining them in the process. The ink demon sat there and quietly sobbed, the hitches in his breath turning into gasps. His sobs turned into screams of agony. The old studio was filled with his screams as he cried out in anger and frustration. The cheeky little devil was long gone, along with his sanity.